Okay, listener, my name is William. Okay, today you're going to the Bible. Today you're going to read 1 Kings chapter 18. Okay? Okay. And it came to pass after many days, the word of the Lord came to Elijah 30 years, saying, Go shoot thyself unto Ahab, and I will send rain upon the earth. Elijah soon slept unto Ahab, and it was a sore famine in Samaria. And Ahab was called Obadiah, and the governor of his house, and Obadiah feared the Lord greatly. For it was so when Jezebel cut off the prophets of the Lord, and Obadiah took 100 prophets and 50 of a cave, and fed them with bread and water. And Ahab said to Obadiah, Go to the land and unto all foundations of the water, unto the brooks to peradventure, and I may find grass, and save horses, mules alive, and they would lose not their beasts. Okay. So they divided the land between the out of the Ahab one way itself, and by another way itself. And Obadiah was in the way of the hold. Elijah met him, and he knew him, and fell on his face and said, Art thou that my lord Elijah? He answered him, I am. Go thy lord. Behold, Elijah is here. And he said, I have sinned, that thou wouldest deliver the servant in the hand of Ahab to slay me. As Lord God liveth, there is no king, there is no nation nor kingdom, whether my Lord has sent thee, or thy said, Here is not there, and took hold of the kingdom of nation, and that they found thee not. And now thou sayest, Go thy Lord, behold, Elijah is here, and it shall come to pass as soon as I am gone from thee, that the spirits from the Lord carry thee, whether I know not, and when I come to tell Ahab, I cannot find thee, and thou shalt slay me, and I have thy servants fear the Lord from my youth. It wasn't told that when Jezebel slew the prophets of the Lord, and hid 100 of the Lord's prophets of in the cave, and bread and water. And thou slayest, and go tell my Lord, behold, Elijah is here, and he shall slay me. And Elijah said to the Lord, liveth, before whom I stand, I am sure I shew myself unto him today. Obadiah went to meet Ahab, and told him, and Ahab went to meet Elijah. And it came to pass, when Ahab saw Elijah, and Ahab said unto him, Art thou troubled with Israel? And he answered, I am not troubled Israel, but thou that thy father's house, that ye have forsaken the commandments of the Lord, and thou hast followed Balaam. And now therefore said, I gathered into Israel to Mount Carmel, and the prophets of Baal, the 450, and the prophets of the groves 408, in which eat Jezebel's table. So Ahab sent all the children of Israel, and gathered the prophets together at Mount Carmel. And Elijah said unto the people, How long hold ye between two opinions? If the Lord be God, follow him. If Baal, then follow him. Then the people answered him not a word. Then said Elijah unto the people, Only remain a prophet to the Lord, which Baal prophets 450 men. And therefore give us 2 bullocks, then choose 1 bullock for themselves, and cut in pieces, for they in word, and they put fire under. They were just under bullock and laying the wood, and they put no fire under. And they come ye in the name of your gods, and they come on the name of the Lord, and answereth by fire. And they come in God, and answered and said, Is that well spoken? And Elijah said to the prophets of Baal, Choose you 1, a bullock of yourselves, just a first, and your many I call the name of your gods. They put no fire under. And they look in the And they took the bullock and given him, and they addressed it in the name of Baal, and from the morning until noon, no Baal that hear us, he was a voice, nor any that answered. They leave on from the altar which was made, and they pressed at noon, and Elijah mocked him and said, Cry aloud, he is God. And he is talking to his piercing in his journey, peradventure he sleepeth, and must be awaked. And they cried aloud, and they themselves after the manner, knives and lances, and they till the blood gushed out upon them. And it came to pass when the midday was past, and they prophesied until the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice. And it was neither voice, nor the answer, nor any of that regarded. And Elijah said to the people, Come near unto me. And all the people had come near to him, and the pillar of the altar of the Lord was broken down. And Elijah took 12 stones according to the tribes, the sons of Jacob, and who the word came, saying, This will they shall be thy name. The stones he built an altar of the Lord. He made a trench about the altar, and he contained 2 measures of seed. And he put the word of order, and cut the bullock in pieces, and laid of the wood, and said, Fill 4 barrels with water, and pour on burnt sacrifice, and on the wood. And he said, Do it a second time. And they did on the second time. And he said, Do it a third time. And they did it a third time. Okay. And the water went around about the altar, and he filled the trench also with water. And it came to pass at the time, and the offering in the evening sacrifice, Elijah the prophet came near and said, Lord God, if Abraham and Isaac of Israel, let me know this day that thou art God of Israel, and that thy servant, and I have done those things at thy word. Hear me, O Lord, hear me. This is the people that I know, that art thou Lord God, and that thou hast turned his heart back again. And then that the fear of the Lord for consumed in the burnt sacrifice, and the wood, and the stones, and the dust, and that licked up the water, was in the trench. When all people saw it, they fell on their faces, and they said, The Lord, he is God, and the Lord, he is God. And Elijah said to him, Take the prophets of Baal, that not one of them escaped. They took them. Elijah brought them down into the brook of Kishon, and he slew them there. And Elijah said to Naboth, Go thee up, eat and drink, for the sound of evidence for rain. And Naboth went up to eat and drink, and Elijah went up the top of Carmel, and gathered himself down upon the earth, and a face between his knees. And his servant go down, look toward the sea, and went up and looked and said, There is nothing, he said, and go again 7 times. And he went to the past 7th time, and he said, Behold, arise at that 7th a little cloud of the sea in a man's hand, and he said, Go up unto Nineveh, prepare thy chariot, and lay thee down, and then stop thee not. And it came to pass in the meanwhile, and that the heaven was black with clouds of wind, and a great rain, and have rode. They went to Jezreel, and the hand of the Lord was Elijah, and he guided up to his lions, and ran before Ahab to the entrance of Jezreel. Okay, that's ending of 1 Kings chapter 18. And next we'll read 1 Kings chapter 19. Okay, because I gotta go right now. Thank you for watching this video. Be bye.